Hi guys, how you doing? Pepe is up another 20% today, 24% actually, and it's still pumping towards upside. The big question is, what's happening? Is there a top? I see a lot of people talking about, some kind of tops, shorting Pepe. This thing is not gonna go, blah, blah, blah. You know how this thing goes. But I'm here to tell you that everything looks fine and dandy, and I'm gonna tell you why. So oftentimes when stuff pumps, people are really, they want to try to take profits, then they want to try to time the tops, buy the pullbacks and so forth, so forth. You gotta understand that we just had this on the daily time frame. We just had a 70% pullback on Pepe. But no, this is done. It's gonna go down. Down how much? It just went down 70%. How much down is gonna go? That is the big question, right? So, I'm here to tell you that I don't think the Pepe is done just yet. It could be done over here, in a short time, up here. If you look over here, it's adjusted, 300% almost on the dollar. That's 4x towards upside up here. That's nice gains, and there will definitely be people trying to take profits up here. From the very bottom down here, from the start towards the upside up here, it did 500x. That's 6x towards upside. That's a really nice gains, right? But will it do more? Is this it? Is this all? What's gonna happen next? And I don't think it's just done yet, just yet. I'm gonna tell you why, and I'm gonna tell you, what we are looking at. Now, for that, we gotta go to our indicators down here. Now, what you're gonna see here, let's go to the daily time frame up here, is that we are actually very, very high on our rubber band indicator up here, something like 90 levels. Over here, we came to 90 levels, but we just pulled a little bit back and continue towards upside. So what is actually happening up here right now, even though we might have a pullback up here, is that we are pulling back the RSI while we are still climbing very fastly towards the upside, which is actually very nice. Momentum up here, this over here, this is what we call MACD indicator up here. It's going still towards the upside, so we gotta move towards the upside, or MACD going towards the upside, which is actually very, very nice. And this shows that the momentum is still climbing towards the upside. Now, momentum climbing towards the upside and hitting some kind of high levels might actually mean some kind of top, and we're gonna talk about that. But over here, our extension indicator up here is also showing some high levels. So everything is showing some high levels. But let me tell you a story about Matic. Back in the day, in 2021, Matic on all of the indicators was so high, I could not believe how it could not dump towards the downside. It literally could not dump towards the downside. Let me show you the chart of the Matic up here. So if you go over here to Matic, and I'm going to show you the chart, we're going to do the weekly time frame up here. It was insane. It was insane. So there are a little bit too much lines, but right over here, I mean, you see what it did after that, right? And it was insane that it did not dump towards the downside over here. It was literally insane, right? The momentum was exploding up here towards the upside. The indicator was showing these, high levels. But the only thing it did for a long time, it went into consolidation for like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, almost a month and a half. But it was just consolidating inside a pattern, right? So these high levels on these moves up here does not mean any kind of top, right? That's what I'm trying to say. And you can see right now, what it did after that, like extreme moves towards the upside. It did another, almost 10x, from the bottom up here, it probably was something like 10x, another move towards upside, right? But it just went in this consolidation phase and just consolidated and continued towards upside. But it was not the top, even though all of the indicators were showing that it is topping out. No, it just going into consolidation, and there are different kinds of consolidation that you can have on the chart. Let's go a little bit back over here to Pepe, and right now Pepe up here is having different kind of indication, but we are very, very high on this chart. So right now up here 5-6x towards the upside. I think that this actually might go even further towards the upside. We don't actually know how high this is gonna go, when the consolidation is gonna come, but if you look at the chart over here, I mean, right now there is no indication of any kind of consolidation happening, right? Going into the consolidation move. This is still climbing towards the upside. This is still going over here in this pattern. It didn't start to curve just yet. The momentum up here is still growing towards the upside. Sorry about that, it happens. The momentum is still growing towards the upside. The trend is not broken or anything like that. Oftentimes when you see this weekly consolidation, you will see the trend breaking, but we are not there just yet. So everything looks actually very, very nice. And even though it might be some kind of, you know, intermediate, topping out over here towards downside, it's not done yet. I've seen a lot of people trying to short these levels. I've seen a lot of people trying to say that this is gonna go down now and whatnot. But you can ask yourself, how much down is it gonna go really? Like, is it gonna go down to the bottom down here? The bull market is just starting. How low can this go? Over here, you'll see on the 4-hourly time frame that we're consolidated down into these 50 levels down towards downside. We still got the momentum peaking towards upside up here again. Daily time frame again showing these, a little bit higher levels, but momentum is keeping it towards upside. And the weekly time frame up here is actually looking a little bit high up here at 87 levels. But like we just showed, listen, this can continue like this over here for a while towards upside, very, very strongly. Over here, you also see the MACD indicator actually going very, very nicely towards upside. Now, why do I think this is not done yet? Let me show you something. Now, the problem with Pepe is we don't have a lot of chart on the monthly data. Monthly data is very, very important, and monthly indicators are very important. But you can see up here we have nothing on that. But I'm going to show you what we are actually looking at once this actually starts kicking in, because at one point, we will start getting some kind of monthly data over here. I'm going to show you on Dogecoin how this actually looks and where we are actually right now when it comes to meme coins, because both Pepe, Dogecoin, Shiba, they're all playing the same way. So this over here is Dogecoin. Let me just remove everything so I can show you. What you're gonna see here, that there is no monthly high levels on Dogecoin. There, the MACD up here is just starting crossing at this zero line towards the upside up here. It is in the very, very early stages of this pump towards upside. You can see when Dogecoin actually hit this top up here that we are something, almost 100 levels up here. I think this was actually 99 point something levels. Very, very extended high levels towards upside, 98 levels on the monthly time frame. This is what we're looking for. We are looking for this RSI to go very, very high up here. It doesn't have to hit 100 up here, but it could hit 80, 90, something like that up here. And that means that this thing is going to go towards upside. So these are very, very first start of these moves towards upside, right? And the same thing is the fact for Pepe. Unfortunately for Pepe, we don't have that kind of chart just yet. I think I might actually. Why is there no lines over here? Over here there's lines. There are no lines over here. I don't know why I can draw this over here. Doesn't matter. But we don't still have any lines on the RSI or MACD. But I might be able to pull out a chart in the next video when it comes to Pepe and find this bigger monthly time frame, because there is definitely more data than this over here. But right now, I just showed you on Dogecoin, even though we are hitting these extended levels towards upside and people are in a lot of fear, we on this channel in TA Fans Club community, we love technical analysis. We do it the right way, and we know that extended levels during the bull market the only mean consolidation. So a lot of people who try to take profits, they will be waiting for the dips, they will be waiting for the pullbacks. And I'm not saying the profits are bad to do, but I'm just saying that you might get left out of the market if this just consolidates and then continues pumping, because you are waiting for this move down here to something very extreme low levels or something like that, right? So the best advice I can give everybody right now is don't get flooded out of the market. It's really hard to stay, diamond hands and all that. Of course, not a financial advice. You do your money, I'll do my money. But I think that the FUD kicks in at every single extension top. You will go and you will read on the Telegram, you will read on Discord, on some kind of forums, on X. You will read about Pepe is overbought, this and that. These overbought levels, they work very, very well in the bear market, because anytime you get these levels, you get a big crash towards the downside. Fortunately for us, we are not in the bear market, we are in the bull market. So these overextended levels on the smaller time frames than the monthly means consolidation time. And there are different types of consolidation parts. You can consolidate sideways, you can consolidate in a downtrend, or you can consolidate in an uptrend towards upside. There's different kinds of consolidation as well. There's nothing wrong with the chart, everything looks good, and then the Pepe is up 20%, and I think it's going to go up more. I'm a little bit unsure where it's going to be today, this week, next week, something like that. It just might continue going. We might look at it a little bit, into depth at later point. But to me, it looks good. It looks good, guys. Below down there is a links to our own private Telegram group and the public Telegram group. Join it. Join the community. Join something. Be somewhere where people are talking about the charts. Because this channel, we only talk about chart, the lines. You want to be there because that is the only way how you can figure it out. We also got an altcoin video that we do almost every day, talking about, you know, coins that actually didn't pump, because, you know, how gonna find, you know, coins that pumped like, you know, 20x and then buy that, right? We want to know at the bottom when this stuff is gonna pump, not when it actually pumps. So join TF and the blue balls that are linked down below in the description. Thank you for watching. I'll do another update on Pepe soon, so, you know, check that out as well. Wow, 10-minute video, that's too long. I'll see you around, guys. Bye bye. Where's my outro?